Reality. Reality receipts.
Hi guys, welcome back to the Reality Receipts podcast, starring me, Storytime with Ricky.
And me, Reality Ashley, and we are back to talk about Beyond the Villa. We're going to talk about it's season 1, obviously, episode 2, and then we're talking about The Valley, season 2, episode 14. So before we get into The Valley, start with Beyond the Villa. There's some big interviews coming tomorrow from the Love Island season 7 cast, but not really any new tea since we last talked to you guys. So I think after tomorrow we'll have lots to report. But so far, not a lot, except for Louis and Miguel have unfollowed each other now. I don't know if you guys are caught up on the Huda spotted with Louis drama. Now everyone apparently has unfollowed Louis. So why do you think they did that?
I think it has nothing to do with Huda. I know that some of her fans think that the world revolves around her, but I think that it has absolutely nothing to do with him. If you guys don't know who Louis Russell is, he was on Too Hot to Handle. He's going to be on this upcoming season of Perfect Match. He was on Battle Camp. He was spotted out at the Grove holding hands with Louis. Next day, allegedly PPG unfollowed him. Now Miguel has unfollowed him, and Miguel and him are like long-term best friends. Like they've been friends for a really long time. I know Leah did like a comment, like somebody commented something along the lines of like, oh, PPG unfollowing him probably has nothing to do with Huda. Like it's probably something completely different. And she liked the comment. So I think that's really telling that something went down between Miguel and Louis, and that was the reason for the unfollow, not Huda. So
Yeah, I definitely think it could have been anything over the past few days because obviously Louis, I don't know if he lives in LA, but he's obviously been there for the Netflix party and other events. So who knows? Maybe he didn't support Miguel and everyone else. Miguel and something or something shady going on, but I don't think it has anything to do with Huda because
yeah.
I don't think, like Leah said, she didn't watch season 7. She doesn't know what's happening. And I don't see them like making a big statement against Huda when they don't even know her. I don't think that they care that much about like what happened on the show, and I don't know if they would have even met her yet. So I don't think they would do that. But obviously, Huda's fans have been coming for PPG, saying they're bullies for unfollowing him. But yeah, I don't think it's about Huda.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think it has something, it's completely unrelated. So
Yes, maybe we'll find out, but who
people
knows?
take an unfollow so serious nowadays. Like an
Yeah, they
unfollow is
do.
like beef. Like an
Hmm.
unfollow is beef. I know we had Marshall, AD unfollowed him and everyone was in a tizzy, but it's like, okay, an
Yeah.
unfollow is war.
It is. Well, I remember someone talking about, I don't know if this is legit, but they were talking about something to do with Taylor Swift and how she talks about like fans are just so smart and that you don't really ever have to speak negatively about someone or give an interview at all. You can do something as so simple as unfollow someone or like something, and we all figure it out. And they're so right because we do immediately. So I'm sure I feel like they're sending a message, but obviously they probably should have thought about the fact that he was just seen with Huda and how that was gonna look. Like, I don't know. They
Yeah, but
obviously.
like I said, like their worlds, these women are so busy. They're not
Mhm.
watching the show. They have an idea. They have to at this point have an idea of like how crazy the fans are just because of how their season blew up. But I don't think that they're not even registering that, oh, like he was just spotted out with Huda, and like
Mhm.
they're just like, okay, like he's beefing with my boyfriend, unfollow. And the same goes for her two best friends, right? Like, oh, okay,
Mhm.
if Liam wants us to unfollow him or if we're no longer friends with him, then
Yeah.
unfollow. But it has nothing to do with Huda.
Well, maybe they just found it tacky, like clout chasing, right? Because maybe they have felt like they were genuine friends with him all this time. And now, like, the second a new season is out, he goes, like, obviously, there's nothing real between Louis and Huda. They couldn't have known each other more than like 24 hours when they were spotted together. So maybe they just didn't like the way he's moving. Like, they felt like that was super tacky and not something they want to be associated with, right? Like, if
Well,
that's what
people
he's.
people have already accused, Louis of being like a clout chaser and kind of like riding Miguel's coattails. And like,
Yeah.
he always posts TikToks and Instagrams with Leah and Miguel, and they get millions and millions of views. And my thing is like, if Miguel is your best friend and you're posting with him and his now super famous girlfriend, I don't think that that necessarily makes you a clout chaser. Like, to us it seems cloudy, but to him these are his real friends in his real life, but people have
Hmm.
been accusing him of that. So it doesn't look great that now it just makes it seem like, okay, well, maybe you are like a little cloudy, like if that was like your first move. But it's a smart
Yeah.
move on him if he it's a smart move on him if he wants to up his popularity. He has a show coming out. He knows that
Hmm.
it's going to get people talking about him. And he knows that, just like Miguel being with Leah, like if Miguel wasn't with Leah, nobody would care about Miguel. But because
Yeah.
they're like this powerful couple and they're so cutesy together, people do care about Miguel. And it's definitely been a benefit for him. And the same goes for Louis, right? Like if he connects
Hmm.
himself to Huda, he's going to rise to a level of stardom that he would never be able to do on his own, perfect match or not?
Yeah. Yeah, this is like a whole other world. But yeah, the fact that they went straight to the Grove in front of the paparazzi, holding hands, it's like it was very contrived. So maybe, yeah, they just felt like that was not something they would want someone in like their inner circle doing. But yeah, I think that's a little, if they are such good friends, that's kind of dramatic, like to unfollow him
Yeah,
over
I
that.
think it's something completely different. It's like something else went down. So
Yeah.
in due time, we'll find out.
Well, and they maybe were all out. I don't know what people did after the Netflix party, but obviously the Love Island people were all out in LA. Everyone was out in LA, right? So maybe something must have gone down like at a party or something. Who knows? So someone spilled the tea in that group, but I don't know if they will. We need someone to, though.
We should have been out at the parties. We took our time
Right?
to pass us home. We
Yeah,
should
we
have went to
did.
the after parties to get this scoop. Where did everybody go?
Yeah, we were off the clock. We made it 4 hours at the party, and then I could barely move. So we went and laid around the hotel. But yeah, we should have kept going to search for tea. I didn't know that that was going to be going down. So that was a missed opportunity for us for sure. But next time we'll go out later.
Next time. Next
Yes.
time we'll bring a change of shoes.
Yes. Or I'm just going to wear my bare feet next time. I was so close, but no, we don't want to do that. Not on a wooden dock. That's a little far.
Yeah.
That would be sliver. So, well, or is there any other Love Island tea you've heard about?
No, that's it. Jeremiah is going to be on Harry Jowsey's podcast. Didn't look like
Yep.
he asked any good questions, but we'll see.
Yep.
And then
Oh,
Shelly and Olandria will be on Kiki Palmer's tomorrow.
yeah.
Again, it's an old interview, so I don't know how much tea we're gonna get because Olandria still had her braids. We all know that she doesn't have her braids anymore. So I think that this interview was before the Call Her Daddy one came out. So I don't know if
Yeah.
we're gonna get anything good.
It is weird that they delay it like that. Like, I guess they don't want to overwhelm it. Like, if they put all of them out on the same day, they would get lost in the shuffle. Not that they would. I mean, we'd still listen to everything, but
Yeah.
yeah, it feels, especially if it was recorded a week ago, like so much happens every day. We need it, like, you need to do the interview and put it out like that day because we want to hear what they have to say up till today. No, we don't care now about what happened last week. So, I mean, I still want to hear what their thoughts are on everything that happened on the show, but definitely would love their thoughts on a few things since the show, but doesn't seem like we'll get that chance yet, but maybe at the reunion, so that will be good. So,
Yeah, and the only other thing is Hannah had a birthday party. The
right.
entire cast, most of the cast was there. So Charlie and Pepe were there. Iris was also there. Jeremiah and Nick were also there. So I'm guessing they spoke at some point, squashed their beef. And I'm like,
Yeah.
if everyone's squashing their beef, like, what are we going to have to talk about at the reunion? Like,
Yeah, I kind of wish they kept them apart for a couple weeks and then did the reunion because by August 25th, I mean, they're going to be best friends by then, or maybe there will be new drama. But yeah, all the stuff we want to know now is going to get lost by then because it's going to feel like such old news. So,
yeah,
and Beldasho was there with Nick, and yeah,
yeah.
all the exes were like already hanging out, so we know they don't have beef. But I suppose just a photo doesn't necessarily mean that they've talked, but they all looked very fine,
Yeah, it's like,
happy.
what are the chances that you guys were in the same vicinity and didn't have a conversation? Nick and
Yeah.
Jeremiah, that was like a big one. Where Nick
Mhm.
said he's coming to the reunion with receipts that there's apparently a clip that we all didn't see, so.
Right.
Okay.
Yes. Well, maybe something went down at the party. Someone hooked up with someone. Someone went home with someone. Huda and Alandria were not there. Obviously, they've gone back home, it looks like. So uh, Nick better not have hooked up with anybody. He better be on his best behavior. But I was gonna say I would have loved to see him go home with her and like meet her family, but that might be a bit much. They're still new. So,
Yeah,
but yeah.
that's
Speaking
it.
of not new couples, couples that are doing very well, what are you thinking of Beyond the Villa so far? I love seeing these people. They're all just so wonderful for the most part. Like it's just these couples and seeing PPG again. I'm like, oh, they're just so nice to watch. Like not a lot of drama going on, but they just are entertaining. They're funny. They seem to really be friends. I'm enjoying it. But what do you think?
It's cool. Like, I think it's cool.
Not dramatic enough for
It's
you,
not
though.
dramatic,
No.
which sometimes can come off as a little boring, but I do like enjoy seeing the friendships. I enjoy seeing Serena and Cordell together. They're really cute. Janae and Kenny. I enjoy seeing Leah and Miguel. So it is nice
Yeah.
to see them in their elements with their partners.
Hmm.
Um, I mean, they're trying to give us some drama with this Liv and Kaylor fighting storyline. But I think that if that's the drama that they're gonna give us, then just give us happiness. Don't
Yeah.
give us any drama. Because
I
I'm like,
feel like,
okay, this is a tired ass fight over a camera, spray tan
yeah,
and makeup. Like, I don't
I
want it.
know.
Like, if it's gonna go on for 3 episodes, I don't want it. Like,
I think they definitely could have just had a nice little like catch up special for like 2 hours and been done with it, like seeing how happy everyone is. And yeah, we don't really need this. I mean, like I said, I'm enjoying seeing them, but yeah, we don't need 3, 4 episodes about a camera fight or silliness like that. We could have just maybe just caught like a life update and then moved
yeah,
on.
like a
But
where are they now? 2 hours
yeah.
special may have been nice. I don't know what they're gonna do for the rest of the season. Like, they do have like a long season ahead of them, so
Hmm.
I don't know. So originally, when I heard that they were all getting a show, Beyond the Villa, I thought it was gonna be like a summer house situation where they all put them in a house
Yeah.
together. I feel like that maybe would have like there would have been a little bit more drama with that, to where they're all forced to be around each other. They're forced to have
Yeah.
these conversations. They're forced, like, kind of like being in the villa. I feel like maybe that would have been a better concept than
Hmm.
they're all in LA for the summer, and it's like you can pick and choose to go to birthday parties or not go to birthday parties and
Yeah.
talk to somebody and not talk to somebody. I feel like maybe that would have been a little bit more entertaining, but we'll see. We're only 2 episodes in. I'm enjoying the
Hmm.
couples, but I don't know if I'm gonna enjoy seeing the couples for 8 to 10 episodes.
Yeah, I it is nice to see like how happy Leah and Miguel are. Like they seem like such a great couple. He seems like really good for her, which
Yeah.
I really enjoyed her on Love Island. I didn't have any problem with her at all, but I know she was a little more like dramatic obviously on that show, and like seeing her with him, they just seem very calm and
Happy.
happy. Yeah, just content, which is nice to see. I don't get like any comparisons between Leah and Huda at all. Like I just don't see it. Huda doesn't have like this humor that Leah has and the wit, and I just can't even imagine Huda with someone like Miguel and that going well. You know what I mean? I think you need to have both sides. Like you can have that passionate, emotional, spicy side, but you also have to be able to like be reasonable, and I
I
just don't
mean,
see it. But also, she's
that's
younger.
Amaya, right? Like,
Yeah.
Amaya is she is spicy and she is, we did see her like having her meltdowns early on in the season. We did see her talking over people and being unreasonable at certain points of the season, but she also has this super loving, super caring, super compassionate, super genuine side to her, to where people just love her because
Yeah.
she legitimately has both. She
Hmm.
has the wit, she has the one-liner, she has the sayings, like she has all of these things, and I think that's why people love her. And I
Yeah.
think same with Leah. I mean, we have differences of opinions there, but watching her season initially, which I think maybe watching it back, I might have a different perspective. Like it's really crazy when you watch something a second time, how you notice things you didn't notice before. I think
Hmm.
that happened with me when I went back and watched the first few episodes of season 6. I mean, or of this season, season 7. I was like,
Yeah.
but I did think that Leah was like a little like spicy and like problematic and like, but then I did see that good side of her, and I did see like she was really thoroughly embarrassed about her behavior and genuinely
Hmm.
apologetic. And I think for all of the people out there comparing the two, I'm not really seeing where the comparison's coming from or why
No.
people think they have to be friends or they have to like each other or whatever. I did
Yeah.
see that Huda officially passed Leah and follower count on TikTok.
Oh, okay.
She's the most followed person on TikTok now. I know some people were saying that her fans were like buying followers for her, but I don't know how
Yeah.
true that is.
No, I think because the account got banned for like a few hours, right? Which I think happens if like the followers aren't real, but then also if you're just getting a lot of organic followers, people might like the system might just like put it on hold. I know that happens sometimes, like if you get a lot of comments or if you comment a lot or something. I know people have said like, oh, I can't comment, so maybe it just because she was getting organic followers, it was just so much that I don't know. But I don't know. People always post like this happened during Vanderpump Rules where people are like, these people have bot followers and these don't. And if the followers go up a lot, they must have bought them. But it's like genuinely, sometimes you just get a lot of engagement. Like when it's a Love is Blind season, like we were talking about yesterday, I get a lot of new followers and views, and I would never spend a dime on that. I'm not making any money, like enough money to do that. So it's just, I think if you're just trending, it's just the way it goes. And like nothing was more trending than Love Island. So I don't necessarily think people are buying her followers, but you never know because they do send, like when you're on a live, they send money, they send gifts. So buying followers maybe is the thing they do. So, but don't
Yeah.
do that because obviously it might get them banned. So,
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I don't even know how to check that, but I just
no,
know that that's what.
I don't know if you can legitimately check it. I think people assume just based off of someone having a large jump in followers or something. So they're just assuming that that has to be fake, but I don't necessarily think it always is because,
Yeah, I mean, all of them had like large jumps, right? Like
yeah,
all of them had. Jeremiah went from 44 to 1 million. That's a large jump. And people
yeah,
are forgetting that Huda went into Love Island with close to 1 million followers already on
true.
TikTok, so
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know if they can prove that or not, but anyways, we're not talking about Huda anyways, but I know I do see a lot of people being like, her and Leah have to collaborate. They have to do this, they have to do that, just lumping them together all the time. And I don't know why, because they're not that similar to me. So,
no, they're not.
but
No.
yeah, she is so funny though when she's like, they're asking her if she's going to Connor's birthday. She's like, I think we're gonna sit that one out this time or something. I thought it was interesting how they pointed out there's like two different groups, like the million followers and then the under, which
Aaron
was
said
the,
that. Yes.
yeah, that
He
was
made a
interesting.
comment basically saying that like some of the people, and I'm wondering who he's talking about, like
Hmm.
PPG, and that's what
Yeah,
it sounded like to me, like PPG and maybe Cordell, Kenny, and Miguel. I don't know how many followers they have, but that people are acting different with them, and that they kind of interact with you based on the number of followers you have and group
I've
you in like under 500K or between
yeah.
like that's insane.
Well, I've heard that about the Netflix parties as well, and I didn't necessarily see that when we were there, but I've heard in previous ones there's certain few girls that have over 1 million. There's obviously not a lot in the Netflix universe, but there's a couple Love is Blind that have a lot. And yeah, they don't interact with the under 1 million people, which I could say we did see that maybe. I didn't necessarily see the people with a lot of followers mingling a lot, but I don't know. There weren't many, so it's hard to
I'm
say.
like,
They
who
could
had like that kind of following? Like who
from
had
Love is Blind.
I know Tiffany does have like a lot. Like she's close
Oh,
to him.
she was wonderful. So
And
obviously
she
it's
was
not everybody
wonderful.
then.
Yeah, like she was wonderful and she has close to 1 million.
Uh-huh.
So, okay, I see.
There's only a few.
I see, yeah. Somebody has 1.8.
Your best friend, our best friend.
Somebody has
But then
1.8.
again, this is just secondhand people saying that that's how they feel they've been treated, not actual facts, I guess, right? Sometimes you feel like someone is avoiding you, but maybe they're just having a bad day, right?
And
Who
George
knows?
is very sweet and she is
Yes, she
1.5.
is. Yeah. See, so it's not always
Yeah.
because, yeah, George is great. So Harry obviously has a lot too. So I don't know if he interacted with the normies or not at the party. We didn't talk to him, but I only
We
saw him for a minute. So
Yeah, me too. I didn't see him.
we were late. So
Okay. Yeah, we were late. Yeah, okay, yeah. AD doesn't have a
no.
million yet, but she's on her way. She's definitely like the poster child for Perfect Match. So, like all of the
Yes.
promo, everything was just like about her and Ollie. So,
Yeah. First perfect match baby, I guess. So it's a
and
big
what it,
deal.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know what else happened this episode besides
Well, Aaron, yeah, he seems very subdued. I mean,
Harry.
it's hard. I can see like the backlash was hard. And like, obviously, in the moment when the show was airing, we were all very mad at him and the way he treated Kaylor and what he did. Now, when you look back, it's kind of like, I don't know. It's so hard because they're on Love Island, right? You're supposed to be hooking up with people, but him and Kaylor were such a tight knit thing, and she definitely thought they were like an exclusive thing. So I don't know. I'm sure he got more hate than he deserved, but also he's kind of acting like a victim. But it's like, I don't know. What do you think?
You could tell he's just like a shell of himself now.
Yeah.
He's just walking on eggshells. He's so scared to
Hmm.
make the wrong move or say the wrong thing. They didn't even like they are trying to get him to talk to girls. He don't even want to talk to them. He's talking to them about sheep. Like it's just
Hmm.
like he's
Yeah.
just he's there for the check and
Yeah.
he's definitely a shell of himself. What do you think about the whole like Connor and Janae thing? Like them not going to the party and like her being like, "Oh, I didn't know that, he was having a party
Yeah.
tonight. Like, I just wanted to go bowling." Like,
Yeah, I don't know. I think it would be weird for them to interact, so I thought that was fine. Like, you think that they should have gone to the party anyways, just to be all
no,
together?
no, I don't know. I do think that Janae's kind of holding on to this grudge.
Yeah.
I think that's another like make believe
Yeah.
beef for the purposes of the show. And it's like, if that's the kind of beef that you guys are going to give us, like Janae and Connor beef, and like Liv and Kaylor beef over a camera. Like I didn't just save the drama. I do
Yeah.
think that the one person who is staying so true to himself and is just as he was in the villa is Kendall's
Yeah.
messy ass. Like he's just constantly laughing in uncomfortable situations or situations where you shouldn't laugh. And
Hmm.
I don't know. You see how he just kept trying to talk about his date and bring up the fact that he went on a date. Like I think we heard him say it like 3 or 4 times that he went on a
Yeah.
date. And it's like, okay, Kendall,
Yeah, we
you
get
went
it.
on a date. We get it. Yeah, it's like
I know it's
him
hard because
and Liv
there's
are
no
girlfriends.
yeah. There's no like romance drama, which is what Love Island is all about, right? Like, yeah, there's nobody like that's dating. Either there's happy couples or there's these friend fights. There's no like romance drama, which you need for these like people that watch Love Island like dating shows. That's what we're watching for. That makes it exciting, and so that's what's kind of missing. Because even like Liv wouldn't talk about whatever's going on with the guy
Yeah.
she's seeing. It's like,
What
well,
do you
why are you here then?
think there? What do you think happened there?
I don't know, who is she talking about? Was this a sports guy or was it
This
the
was the guy she's dating. The athlete that she's dating.
right? Because she was in a lot of videos with that Montana boy that was dating Kristen Cavallari for a while. Because Kaylor is seeing the other guy in this she was talking about, and so
Yeah.
yeah, so there was another the one. Do you know who I'm talking about? The one that dated Kristen.
No, I'm trying to look now to see.
Mark. His name's Mark. Put Montana
Oh,
boy Mark.
while Liv has not publicly named her boyfriend, fans have speculated that she is dating Dalton. I don't even know his last name. This guy, an American basketball player, 24. He plays for the Lakers. So this is who she like that. This is who fans speculate that she's dating.
Okay.
Last name Knecht.
So whatever happened this night, she said she was heartbroken. You think that was the same guy and she's still with him?
I don't know.
She need that, like, why is she not sharing this? It's so funny. Like, how can you be on a reality show and not talk about who you're dating? That's the whole point,
Yeah,
right?
which I also think is very weird is
Mhm.
this night, because at first I was like a little bit on Kayla's side, like, okay, like weird behavior with the makeup and the camera. But like, if you're talking about you're so hell bent on being upset that she's not, that you feel like there's a rift in your friendship, and she reaches out to you to tell you that she's heartbroken or that he did something to her, you're so hung up on being invited to his damn birthday party that you
Mhm.
don't even respond to your friend about her being upset that
Yeah.
something happened between her and her boo. And then you're
Hmm.
just defending yourself over like, oh, well, I didn't answer because of this. But it's like, if that's your friend, you put your personal feelings aside. Like, what's more important, what he did, which we don't know what he did,
Hmm.
or you not being invited to the damn party?
Yeah. That is pretty brutal, though, to not invite her. Like, you're dating someone and it's his birthday and you're not inviting this girl who, like, took you into her home and stuff. I'm like,
I agree
what?
with that, but also if Liv's story is true and the actual party got canceled and they ended up just having he ended up, pivoting the plan and saying we're going
Hmm.
to do this instead and kind of go with the flow. Do I think, yeah, she should have kept Kaylor in the loop? Yeah, but if they're fighting, that's probably
Hmm.
not her first instinct of like, let me invite my friend out. Her priority is
Yeah.
probably what she's dealing with her boo, which we don't know what that was.
A lot. I think it's just all the little things put together is giving that Liv has got a little bit of like hater energy to Kaylor, like, taking the
For not no,
camera.
for sure has hater energy.
Yeah. And I'm like, that is so dangerous as a friend, right? It's just like
Yeah.
how, yeah, it seemed like really, I think if she could have easily had her at the birthday or whatever, no matter what the plans were. But I think she probably feels like when Kaylor's around, she gets more of the attention or it's more about her. And she just doesn't always want that, which is also fine too. Like you don't always have to, they're not twins. Like you don't have to stick together with everything. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Just maybe need to communicate more. Like she needs to be like, if I want to be with my boyfriend on this night, like I don't necessarily want to have you there because yeah, if your best friend's there and your boyfriend, it's hard to divide yourself, right? So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I think it's just all the little things together. Like it would be really hard to trust her, but they're not like business partners; they're friends, right? So
But I think they do have a podcast together.
yeah, or like a YouTube or something.
Something. They call it a podcast.
Hmm. Yeah,
So,
that would be hard knowing that like Liv is taking things sent for both of them or like that she's not sharing information like that would be like I totally get why Keeler's not trusting her but
no, for
like
sure.
Janae said if you forgave her you can't just keep talking about it for a month so I don't know
Yeah, but
definitely
it seems like Kaylor has some really deep-rooted trust issues that go deeper
hmm
than like, so she's like very triggered by lying, it seems like, and apparently
yeah
Liv knows why. But I mean, Liv was moving weird for sure. But do I think it's an argument that needs to like go on for 3 episodes?
no
No. Like, please
yeah
like, get over it. And also, like you said, spill the tea on what's going on with your man. This is Love Island. Like, obviously, it's beyond the villa, so it's a pilot, and they're probably trying to see how this works and like if
hmm
this will. I'm sure they're trying to see if this is a good idea moving forward with all Islanders and if this is something they should do every season. And if this one's a flop, they won't do it anymore. But
yeah
I
I
think,
think going forward they should just do like a smaller like catch up, like how they used to do on Love Is Blind, like after the altar, like 1 to 3 episodes max of just like, what are you guys doing now? Nice to see you again, but not like a full series, unless there is more. Like maybe with this cast that we just had, there might be more. Like I don't feel like the couples are as solid, right? So there might be more like breakups and fights and dramas between the couples, which would be more entertaining to watch. These guys are all just so damn happy together, which we love for them, but I don't know if we want to like see it. Although the cat thing is so funny that Serena doesn't like cats. I
Yeah.
feel like I'm like
Yeah.
maybe Cordell just needs to give the cat to a friend for a while. I don't know.
No,
Would you pick your
like
cat or your man?
giving up your pet is like a huge thing. And I like
Yeah.
if you're not an animal person, you don't get it. Like you'll just be like, oh, just give your pet to so and so. Give your pet. Never, never. If a man came into my house when I had my Godiva, if they would have said it's her or me, I'd have been like, bye. Like, bye.
Yeah.
Like, get out of here. Like, there's no giving up your pet. That's
No.
now cats, I don't get it because I'm not a cat person, I'm a dog person, but I
Yeah,
imagine
maybe that's why I'm like, maybe it's just a cat. It's fine. I love cats too, but I'm like, I don't know. I feel like you could just visit the cat. Like you don't have to live with it. I don't know.
no, it's not the same thing. I would imagine that people feel the same way about their cats that they do
Yeah.
about their dogs. So if it's anything similar, then yeah, Serena's gonna have to get used to that.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, I don't know if you can just suddenly like cats. It's like one of those things that you either love or you don't, you know. I don't know. Can they grow on you? We'll see. But
I don't know. Sometimes you don't like cats, but a certain cat can grow on you.
mhm.
Some cats have cute personalities, I guess.
Yeah, true.
I don't know.
Well, I hope it goes well with her and this cat because that's a big hurdle to get over. Like you said, you can't just give your pet away. Like pets are your family. So,
Yeah, well, let's see how it goes because they need to give us more than cats, cameras,
yeah,
and Connor, okay? Like we need more than that. So we get it
I
together.
agree. Yeah, I agree. But I'm enjoying it. But yeah, coming off of the drama of Love Island to this is a little bit of a all right,
Yeah,
let's keep it moving. So
yeah.
shall we get to the Valley? The Valley had some big news this week. Jax not coming back for season 3. Are you shocked? Not shocked?
I don't know because I'm trying to figure out like he's awful, right? With how he talk, how we've seen him talk to Brittany and knowing that he threw something and got like violent in that way. We didn't see it on camera.
No.
But I'm trying to figure out because I remember him saying in the beginning of the season, oh, it's going to make him look really bad. Like people are really going to turn against him. He hasn't really been on this season much.
Mm.
So I'm surprised. Yeah, like because I'm not sure. Is it just that people hate him so much that they don't want him on camera anymore? Or
Yeah, I think it's just not I mean, I don't know that he ever was enjoyable to watch, but I think now seeing like that he has a 3-year-old son and he's still acting this way, and now that Brittany has filed for divorce, like she's not condoning it anymore, and now that like it has become violent technically because he did throw a table in her direction and hurt her, so like that is violence, that's not something that's just
oh, did the
un-
table hit her? Why did I not?
yeah, it hit her legs.
Oh, why did I
And
not know that?
yeah, and also I think there's some ring camera footage which we've seen little blips of on interviews, but I really do think that they started out this season going in a different direction. Like I think we were going to see a lot worse of Jax, a lot more of him. I think Alex Baskin said it was the craziest second season of a show he's ever done, and
Mm.
Jax was like terrified of the season was going to make him look so bad, and I think just after that one thing in the first episode where he threw a table at her, people were like, no, done. Like we're done with him. They didn't want to go to his live shows. I think they realized like, they showed, I mean, that is his reality. You can't hide that, especially like if Britney's the one putting it out there, it's happening to her. Like, I
Yeah,
think they
and
realized
yeah,
that
and you
there's
could
no
see
coming
she's
back.
done protecting him. Like she's like telling everybody that he has a coke problem, that you
Mhm.
know what I mean? Like she's laying out all his tea.
Yeah. And I think
Got
that's
fake
what they've
profiles. He didn't
Yeah.
quit, basically.
Frank Drummond.
Yeah.
I Yeah, and I think they realized like genuinely it is in a dangerous, scary, like it's not funny anymore. I don't think it ever was funny, but he's stalking her through cameras and saying he's watching her, and like these Dateline type situations you see where
Yeah.
she is gonna be in a new relationship, maybe even marry someone else and have his child there. And he has had this insane anger over nothing. So imagine when he's actually loses everything. So I think that obviously it's not his choice to not come back. I think the producers just realized something terrible is going to happen and we're going to be liable because we're like fueling this, like
Yeah.
he's going to blame us because he's trying to be dramatic for the show. I think they just don't want anything to do with it. But do you think the show can go on without him?
I think that he wasn't on this season a lot. So, yeah.
Hmm.
Do I
Yeah.
think that the show can go on without them mentioning him? No, because
Hmm.
Brittany's such a big part of the show and he's such a big part of her life. And I
Yeah.
do think that most of her storyline this season was surrounded around Jax and the
Hmm.
divorce. Unless they're going to pivot into like her new relationship and what she's doing then. But I do think that he'll have to be mentioned. But honestly, this season was a snooze fest. And it's like, was it because they went in a different direction and didn't want to show what Jax was fully doing? So they, worked with the footage they had around Jax, maybe.
Hmm.
But I don't think it was less entertaining because Jax wasn't there per se.
Yeah.
Um, so I do think the show can maybe go on, but they really need to find like a focal point because this season was really, 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 really like dragging out this damn ring and this damn Danny and Nia booze fight is
you
just
know,
beyond me.
I think they have found their new angle with Miss Sheena taking one for the team out and her husband and his affair. I would have to assume that that was for maybe not just for the Valley, obviously for her book as well, but to capture like the fallout from that on the Valley would be interesting. I mean, we did talk to someone at this Netflix party who's representing one of the cast members. She said they are dark right now. They usually film July to September. They're not filming season 3 yet. Part of me thinks that's because do you notice how much they're complaining about how hot it is in this season? Like every scene they're like sweating their asses off. So I'm like maybe they're gonna do the fall just to be nice, or
It's
I
hot
don't know.
here. I live in the valley, so it is hot.
Yeah, it's not really like conducive to like looking glam and having nice outside barbecues and
Yeah.
stuff. So I don't know if it's only the weather, but yeah, they're not filming yet. So they're still figuring things out, I guess. But I would be shocked if we don't see Sheena or some Vanderpump person taking Jax's place. They need somebody, right? So
Yeah. Well, they said, right? Allegedly, Tom Schwartz and Sandoval
yeah.
are going to be
Hmm.
part of next season.
And
So
I do think,
again, like, how is that going to work with Schwartz? Like, now lives right next to Jax, and like,
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I think they're going to try their best to keep it
Hmm.
going. I think it will be fine without him, but they dragged this Danny thing and this
Hmm.
Jason ring thing the entire season
Yeah.
was ridiculous.
It is hard to imagine them filming with like Brittany being on screen with a new man around Jax's son and making out or whatever she does, and them filming at Schwartz's townhouse and Jax is what, just like sitting on his patio, like looking over with binoculars. Like, how is that going to work with this man with anger issues? He's just going to be cool with like, he calls it my show. He always has. Like, he's just going to sit back and let them. That's gonna be interesting. I mean, I'm sure what they're telling him is just sit it out this season, be cool, get your shit together, don't have any freakouts. Maybe next season won't be as good, and all the fans will be like, "Oh, we need Jax." I don't see that happening. I think we're all done with him, but that's probably what they're telling him. Like, just take a season off,
Well,
and
I'm
then you can
sure they
come back.
told him that this season, right? Like, oh, just go to rehab for 30 days. Like, just do it, and then everything will be fine.
Just
And then
leave
he
the
does it.
country,
Yeah, and
come
then he
back
does
in
it,
10
and then it's
years.
like, bitch, you're getting kicked off the show.
Yeah, that's what they should do. Like, They should just film it secretly without telling him and then just be like, oh, did we not get you in any scenes? Sorry, we forgot. Like,
Yeah,
they
no,
should have
I mean,
just,
he seems like really exhausting to deal with. Even that end scene
yeah.
where Brittany is trying to talk to him and she's like, "Are you on Santa?" Literally throwing his ass under the bus. Like, you're so different. Like, you know what I mean? Like, when
Mhm.
the camera's there, he tries to be all poised and fake and understanding. And then you're
Yeah,
rage texting her as if she's not showing the camera the rage text. Like, you could tell
I
she's
know.
like done with him. Like, you could tell he gives her the ick. But even just her trying to have a conversation with him, victimizing himself, blaming her for everything, not taking accountability. Like, I can only imagine how frustrating it is to try to have a conversation with somebody like that.
Yeah, I did feel like, okay, he's being chill. That's what we want, Brittany. Like, don't bait him into this fight. But I can see how annoying it would be if someone is always berating you and horrible, and then the second they're in front of the camera, they're just like, oh, nice and chill. And that would be annoying because people aren't seeing the real him. But also, I was like, just,
Yeah.
he's actually being
Let him,
normal.
yeah,
Have this
like have the
conversation.
conversation about the boundaries. I'm like, I don't even think they brought up Cruz or the boundaries that they were supposed to be setting with Cruz. It was, but it was very
Yeah.
strange of him to be like, so like, yeah, the divorce, like, are you still like wanting to do that? Or like,
Mhm. But it was weird. Like, we obviously heard him say that they were just having like normal discussions when she was in Hawaii, like talking nicely to each other. Remember, he was like calling her honey. And so it did seem like they do have these normal chats. So maybe that's why he got that idea that she didn't want the divorce because
that's true.
between that talk in Hawaii when they were talking nicely, then all of a sudden in this talk, she was like losing it. I don't know what happened. Maybe she heard he was out drinking or at the bars. But yeah, she seems so angry versus, telling him Kristen got engaged and they were obviously like
Yeah.
cordial at least. So I don't
Yeah.
know. They're hard to keep up with.
Yeah. Yeah. I do think that Brittany, like, obviously plays both sides of the fence too.
Yeah.
And that's why he's so confused on like what she wants to do. I could see that. I could see that. But
Mhm.
also I think Brittany really irritates me with her defense of Janet.
Yeah. I know. She seems to have a knack to like always defend the bad guy. That's why she was with Jax for so long. But I guess if she's friends with Jan and she must see good things about her, they must have good times. So I see why you don't want to just like abandon your friend because they're having a fight with Kristen or whatever it is. But yeah, it's hard to find good things about Janet this season. So
Yeah.
if
Did you
I don't
feel
know if they're
bad for
just
her when she was having that chat with Jason at the tattoo shop?
not really because it's like, well, why are you acting this way then? It's like I do feel bad that like she's dealing with all the online hate. I don't think that's necessary. But I also wonder, like, why is she going so hard for Danny and Nia when they're like beloved and they're pretty good people. They do have their things, but like she's going so hard at them.
And
You
she's
must
saying that
expect
Kristen's
backlash.
going so hard defending them, but I feel like you're going so hard to roast them. Like you care
Yeah.
more than Jasmine does. Like we see Jasmine trying to sell Danny and Nia a damn house. Like not even Jasmine cares this much as you do, Janet.
No. And for her to be like, I don't want to be around if he's drinking. Like that's just so far. Like I said, if he's gonna do something, then let him do it, and then that'll be the proof. Like what? Why are you making such a big deal over this Halloween incident? It's been a year,
It
and
didn't even happen to you, girl.
no, yeah, it's giving storyline. But I did see on social media she changed her profile picture. Did you see that?
No,
Oh, it's so funny. Because did you
I don't
hear
fuck with me. I don't
the
like people.
you? Oh no,
I don't know.
oh.
Tell me the tea.
There was a part when I think Kristen or somebody called her. Oh, she changed it back. I'm
Lattimore,
sad. Yes, Voldemort or whatever. That is
Voldemort,
that.
or whatever. I was like,
Yeah, is that from Harry Potter, right?
I think so. I'm not a Harry Potter girly.
No, me either. Okay, I thought I was the only person in
I've
the world.
never
So
watched or read a single book of
okay,
Harry
neither
Potter.
have I. Neither have
So when
I.
I go through
And yeah,
Harry Potter World at Universal Studios, which my man Freddie was at Universal Studios the other day with that girl, um, I was like, I never know what the big deal is, but people be in there like geeking out, and I'd be like,
I did go in there and get one of those like butter beers or whatever it is, even though I don't know what it is either. But I just had to
yeah,
get it because
the
everyone
line was
else.
so long for it. I'm like, what is this?
So this is what she made her profile picture. So, but I can't remember who made it, but I'll if I find it, I'll share it. But look, do you see it?
Yeah.
They
Uh,
turned her into Voldemort, and she made it her profile picture. So I love that when they can like have sense of humor about it and like get in on the joke. I liked that, but she changed it back. So she had a humor about it for a couple days, I guess, and now she's over
okay.
it. So,
Okay.
but I like that she like. I think she should just be more like that. You know, like
Yeah, I
it
do
is what it
wonder,
is.
like, to be a fly on the wall when her and Jason met, like, how did you guys connect? Like, what did you like about her? Like, why? What made you get down on one knee? Like, I'm just curious because they seem like polar opposites, but I know they say opposites attract, but like,
Yes,
he
I
just
think he's
so
so.
passive and she just seems so
Yes,
aggressive. So maybe it just like
I
I
think
just
that's
don't
what it
see
is, though, right? I think a passive man like that needs an aggressive woman. Otherwise, he would like it would not go very well. Like a passive woman and man, like that would just they would never get anything done. But also, like he's a
That's
lawyer, right?
why
So
me and Freddie are a perfect combination because
yeah, you
he's
need
so
that.
passive and shy, and I am so loud and
Yeah,
obnoxious
you're not obnoxious.
and aggressive.
You would be
A
the
perfect
perfect,
balance.
the perfect match is what you would be. But maybe because he is a lawyer, right? So maybe he just puts all that energy at work. And so in his personal life, he wants somebody who's more take charge because he doesn't have the energy left at the end of the day.
Maybe,
But
yeah.
like I said, I mean, she's friends with Sheena and a bunch of these girls. She's friends with Jason. I mean, friends, married to Jason. She must have good qualities, good sides, right? For some reason on this show, she's chosen to just be a jerk. And that's, you're on TV, you know that you're going to get hate for it. I don't know. It's probably that or no storyline, though, right? Like that is her purpose. So I don't know. I hope if there is a next season and she's on it that we finally get to see something different. But at this point, I don't know if people want to see very much more from her, but we'll see. We've been going kind of like backwards through the episodes. So,
We're all
so
in it. We're all through it. What else happened?
well, Nia, love her. She's so sweet, but I feel like she doesn't really have realistic expectations about life, like having 4 kids and trying to live in like the valley or wherever they're looking at tiny houses. Like you can't have both, right? You have to like have less kids and have more money maybe because she seems so set on not living a little bit out of the city, which seems like such the right choice. I think eventually they are out there now, but yeah, having 4 kids and trying to find a house in the city.
Yeah, Santa Clarita is
Mhm,
not that bad. But
mhm,
the valley to Santa Clarita is probably without traffic. With traffic, it's a nightmare. But without traffic, it's about a 15-minute drive. Like it's not that bad between the
okay.
valley or maybe 20 25 minutes considering the part of the valley where everybody lives, right? Sherman
Mhm.
Oaks. That's where they live, right? Like Sherman Oaks area.
Yeah,
Um maybe like 20 minutes, but like
yeah,
and it is significantly cheaper out that way. My sister
yeah,
lived like 10-15 minutes past Santa
mhm,
Clarita, which I'm just like, this is
yeah.
far. Now this is far, but my
Well,
like very suburbs, like very like children playing in the street, riding their
yeah,
bicycles, white picket fences, like very nice. Like you're
yeah.
not
And
gonna
if you're gonna have 4 kids, that's you would think that's the life that you want, like not a tiny little house in the city. I don't know why they want to be so close to the city. I guess because they do like acting type work, so
Mhm.
for work, I guess. But yeah,
Yeah, now Santa Clarita from like Hollywood is a
Hmm.
push, or like downtown LA is a push. It's far.
Yeah, like an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I just feel like she wants it all. You want to live in Hollywood and have 4 kids, and you can't really do
Yeah.
all that unless you have a lot of money, which it sounds like they don't have enough. But what did you think of the house that they saw? It was cute.
I thought it
I
was
would live
cute,
there.
not worth $1 million. That's the problem.
No.
It's cute, but it's not worth $1 million. It's cute. What did they say was 4 bedrooms?
Yeah, I think it was like 1,600 square feet and like 1.2 or something, which
Yeah.
like obviously I live in a smaller town and you can get a house 4 times that size for that cost. So, but
Yeah.
you're not near Hollywood. So it's like a trade-off.
What city was that house in? Did they say?
I think that was Sherman Oaks,
Sherman
they
Oaks.
said.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, Sherman Oaks is pretty close to the city. Like you can just go right over the hill and you're there today.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, when I was there in December, because we had a car, so we drove a little bit through the valley, like checking out the houses and stuff. And yeah, it's interesting, like seeing the cost and like what you get for that cost to live there is like a little crazy, but also you're in such a cool area, so it's a trade-off, right? Location, 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 they say. So you gotta pay the big bucks to be close to something. But I mean, if they didn't have 4 kids, it's like whatever. That house would be perfect if they had 1 kid, but they
yeah.
don't. So,
Yeah.
and then the boob thing, which I totally relate to her on, it's like down to my knees when you have kids. That's just what happens. And she's had
Yeah.
at that point 3 in like 3 years. So of course, like growing and deflating and growing and deflating, it's not good on them. So
Yeah, and I thought she
she
looked great. Like even when the
yeah.
doctor told her like you're on the point of extreme, I was like, if that's extreme, I don't like extreme is like legitimately almost down to your belly button. Like it was like
Yeah.
a sag, but not like anything that like a little poop can't fix. Like
No, and
that
that's
was
why
so rude of that doctor. Like he did just made her feel worse. Like even like her stomach was flat. Like I'm like, she looks amazing.
yeah, that's what they do, right? Because they want to make money off of you. That's why I'm so scared to go to one because they're going to tell you to do stuff you maybe don't even need. Like, I think of that Sex and the City episode. Do you remember that one? Where
Mm-mm.
Samantha went to get her boobs done and then was like, well, what about like something else? And then like the doctor just went to town with like a red marker all over her body, just like do this and this and this and this. And it's just like a million things. And you're like, sometimes I don't want to know that. And that's what I felt like that doctor did to her in that moment. Like he
Mm.
probably easily could have said, they look fine or they look great, like do this little thing. But why would you do that when you could do like a massive procedure and make way more money? So
Yeah.
he was a little harsh on her, but that's his
Yeah.
job, I guess. So,
Yeah. Well, now or they had their baby already, right? Right.
yes. Yeah, they had
So,
their baby right before Kristen, I think. So both back in early June. So,
so she doesn't now that she has her four, she could revisit this topic of conversation because right now she needs those boobs to feed that baby. So,
yes. So in a year or so she can do her mommy makeover. I want to get one of those so bad, but I'm like, if something bad happens, I just don't know if I can live with that embarrassment. Like your kids knowing like you died getting a boob job. I just like don't tell them.
yeah, because
I'm like, if
actually,
something bad happens, you tell them it was a life-saving procedure that I needed done. It was
you
not
said that,
boobs.
but I was getting brain surgery.
Yes. It was not elective or for vanity. It
That
was
is
a
sad
must.
because I think there was like a really popular
Yeah.
influencer girl
All the
who
time it
Jackie O, I
happens.
think was her name, and she
Hmm.
had a baby by a really popular comedian, and maybe it wasn't Jackie O, Jackie something though, and she passed away getting a mommy
Yeah.
makeover.
Hmm.
She
It
sure did.
happens a lot. Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
can't. As much as it pains me to not look how I want to look, I'm like, I just can't risk it. Now, maybe when my kids are like 18 and they're
Mhm.
like okay on their own, I'll be like, all right, I can risk it now. So when I'm 55 or whatever, look out. Then I'll have the best boobs for an old lady.
Oh
But
my God.
right now, I just can't risk it.
I'm
What?
like that lady that went and got the facelift that went viral. I've been oh,
Yeah, I've seen
oh, it
that.
is Jackie O. Jackie. I thought I was saying the wrong
Yeah.
person. I wanted to make sure that it was the right person.
I think it's rare too, by the way. I'm not trying to scare anybody. It is rare. I'm one of those warriors. So it just
Yeah,
freaks me out. But if you want to do it, you guys go for it. Don't let
you
me
go
scare you.
for it.
Yeah, I mean, something bad can happen walking down the road, right? You can't live your life that way. But I try not to, but I worry too much. So,
Yeah.
but if you guys want your boobs done, you go for it. Don't let me scare
Yeah,
you.
and if you've had a successful one, you just let us know in the comments to give the
Yes.
doctor's information.
Yeah. If you have like someone that knows what they're doing and isn't gonna off us, then please let us know.
I don't need my mommy makeover just yet. I'm like,
No, you're good. You're
I
good.
don't have no kids.
You still, you still got men chasing you down the road, so your boobs are good. They're
Oh
in
my
the
God.
right
I
space for
actually
your
don't have
body.
any boobs. So I used to dread not having any boobs and having teensy tiny little boobies. And now I appreciate them because they're so little they can't sag.
Oh, see, there's a bright side to
There's
everything,
a
right?
bright side to everything. Now I like really appreciate them because I'm like, oh, they're so tiny they can't even go anywhere.
They
So
can't
a
even
win is
reach
a
your
win.
knees. So
A win is a win.
I love it. Oh man, we always get so off topic. I mean, this is on topic. They talked about boobs on this episode, so it's not
They,
our fault. But
yeah, they did. Yeah.
I
Anything?
think the only last thing was Kristen and Luke obviously talking about their fertility struggles, but they've got their baby now, so
Yeah.
we know it all works out for them.
Yeah.
Obviously, I mean, she's only 41, I think, but obviously in mom age, they call you geriatric at 35, which is
That's
crazy.
so rude.
Very rude. They need a
That
new word for
is so
it.
rude. Wow.
So I think she was worried, but it all worked out. So
Yeah.
it's a nice, hopeful story, which I think there's only one more episode left. Finale's this week, so I don't
Okay.
know how much. I don't know if we find out that she's pregnant in this like season or if that happened off camera because the baby was born in June. Then what is that? September you'd be pregnant. This stopped filming mid-September, so maybe that is on the next episode. That would
Maybe.
be cute. But
That would be cute. That would be a good
yeah,
way to round out the season because I think that was
yeah,
most of her storyline was her engagement and trying for a baby, which was nice to see. Like usually Dodie's like the drama, like she's bringing the drama. So she
uh-huh.
settled down quite a bit. So
Yeah. It's been a nice story. I think that's what we were all hoping for like Jax and other people to grow up and move on.
well, we
But
see
Jax,
very clearly that Sheena is definitely the same person. And if you're,
mhm,
I thought, like, didn't she say something about Kristen as far as like, oh, that's what she does. She latches onto the
yeah,
popular and doesn't care what she has to do to get to the top. Like, kind of like
mhm.
throwing her husband under the bus for a storyline and a placement on a hit reality TV show.
Yeah. Oh, you got sent the book though. Did you read it yet?
I did not. I
Yeah.
literally, the day that me and Ashley were on this podcast talking about the book, somebody reached out and was like, "Do you want a copy?" And I'm like, "I
Yeah.
don't give a rat's ass, but Ashley, do you want a copy?" And so we have a
Yes,
copy
I
of the
did.
book, which
Yeah, she got it the day after I left or the
day
day I
after
left.
she left,
Yeah.
because I'm
So
not going to
yeah,
read it, but I want
you're
you
not
to read it and then tell me what happened.
you can call me tonight and read it to me over the phone. Yeah, I'm
That's
just
the
kidding. I
best
won't
time to
make you do
start.
that. Yes. I won't make you ship it here. It's so sad living in Canada. You have no idea. Well, not that many, but a lot of times companies reach out and like, can we send you something? And I'm like, sure. And I give them my address and they're like, oh, Canada, no, sorry, we don't send
Yeah,
it there.
the
It is
taxes are
so
so
sad.
the taxes, tariffs, whatever, it's so
Mhm.
expensive to ship there. So
Right?
now what you can do is have them send it to me, and then you can just get it when you visit us.
That's a good idea. I actually thought about getting a PO box because I know a lot of Vancouver influencers do that, and you just pop over the border to grab it. But I'm a couple hours from the border, so I'm like, for free stuff, it really wouldn't be worth like 8 hour day and paying for my own gas. But if someone wants to pay me to do that, I would. But yeah, it's weird because a lot of the brands are available in Canada, so it's like, don't you have a Canadian warehouse that I can get it from? But
Yeah.
It's sad. I'll have to move to LA eventually, but not with those prices. So I'll be out in, where's it called? Santa Clarita or
No,
something.
that's a good place to live. That's a good starting foundation.
I'd be down. I mean, it's closer than I am now, so 1 hour drive doesn't sound so bad. It's like 3 hour flight or 1 hour drive. I'll take it. So
Yeah, you'll be in LA soon. I just have a feeling.
yes, to visit, not
To
to
live
abandon my
here.
family and live
No,
there, but
no, your family will come with you because your husband said that once you start making when you start bringing home more bacon than he brings, then you guys can move out here, and that's gonna be really soon. So you're gonna make
I
him eat his
love.
words.
I was gonna say I love the positive thinking. I like that we might make a little money. I don't think we'll ever make that kind of money, but we're going to manifest it. I'm not going to speak negatively, so but that would
Girl,
have to be a lot.
girl,
So
do you know how much money is in podcasting? All it takes is the right deal.
it's true.
Look at Alex
One
Cooper.
day.
Look at
Yes.
that's the only person I know because I don't listen. Look
Yes.
at Seth Rogen. Doesn't he have a podcast? Is Seth Rogen a person?
I
I
think
don't know what I'm saying.
I think you're
Joe
thinking of
Rogan or
Joe
somebody?
Rogan. Yes.
Seth Rogen.
That's so funny. Yes, there's a couple. There's a handful for sure.
Nick Viall,
Positive
he's got like
positive thinking.
7 big. What was his deal? Like Nick Viall's deal was like over
It was a lot, but
a lot.
he's got the whole Los Angeles studio set up. He's got a whole operation going over there. But maybe one day we'll have that too. We're gonna dream big, right? We did see him at the party we went to, but we did not talk to him. He was, I think they left early, but
Mhm.
we got no tea there. We did get a little tea from Alex of Temptation Island, who said the threesome did happen. So there we have it. We heard it right from her. It did happen. It wasn't faked. So
Yeah, I think she publicly said that though. She did
yeah.
publicly say, but I didn't know if she was just saying it online just to say it because she had to. But I was like, did that happen? And she was like, it did, but it just didn't happen the way they portrayed it. And I don't
Mm,
know what she meant by that. Like, I know they made it seem like they were in the bathroom for hours, the wee hours
yeah.
of the morning when they came out, and like, but that's what she said.
Well,
She said it
maybe,
did happen. It just didn't happen the way that they said it happened. I'm like, oh,
yeah.
okay.
Maybe we can get her on the podcast when she's on Perfect Match and
Yeah,
ask her
we'll
some more.
hopefully
So
get some of them for sure. Like a few of them at the party said that they'd come on the pod. We have Freddie who said it, Ray who said it, Alex who said, or no, we didn't even ask her, but
I
you
can't
know, we
remember.
talked to a few people, but we'll see.
Yes. Yes, and hopefully more Bravo interviews too. We talked to Zach before, so I don't know if we'll get lucky enough for any of the other Valley people, but fingers crossed. So stay tuned, and we'll be back very shortly with Real Housewives of Miami and Orange County, and then I don't know. We got a little bit of a break on big shows besides Beyond the Villa until August 1st with Perfect Match. So I think we'll
Yeah,
just be here doing our Bravo stuff until then. So
yeah.
we'll see you guys soon.
Bye, guys.
Thanks, guys.